Hey guys, welcome to my 38-week update. So I did film this earlier, and as I was editing it, I realized that the entire video is totally out of focus. So I apologize, I'm refilming it, it's late, so I'm having to use the horrible lighting in our house, and it just doesn't look good. And disclaimer, I'm filming this super late again, because again, it was a hard week and I just didn't feel like filming earlier in the week. So I am 38 and 5 days today. I'll be 39 weeks and 2 days. So I apologize for that. This week has been a hard week, honestly. I'm very much at the point where I'm kind of done with being pregnant, but I still could have another couple of weeks. Mentally, emotionally, physically, I'm drained. I'm exhausted all the time. I don't really sleep. I get up at least once an hour to go to the bathroom, and I get really strong contractions every single night. They don't hurt and they're not changing anything, but they're enough that they do wake me up, and they're uncomfortable because of the tightening. And so between all of that, I'm just not sleeping well, and that leaves me extremely tired during the day, and just being this pregnant is exhausting, whether you're sleeping or not. So it's been kind of difficult. I've had a couple of breakdowns this week where I've just been in tears, sometimes for no reason. I just feel extremely emotional. I feel like my emotions are just directly underneath the surface, and at times it's because I'm frustrated that the baby's not here yet. I'm definitely looking forward to going into labor and giving birth and having him in my arms instead of in my stomach. On top of that, I don't know if y'all can hear it in my voice, but I'm congested extremely. I'm pretty sure I have a cold. It's nothing major, it's really pretty much just congestion, but it's one of those that I think is going to be super mild, but it's going to stick around for a while, so we'll see. This past week I did have one painful contraction, and I say painful. What I mean by that is it was uncomfortable, and it was more uncomfortable than what I'm used to just with my normal tightening. It was something more than just the tightening. It was very period-like cramping with the contraction. And I got super excited, and I texted Michael and my doula, and I was like, it hurt! I was so excited, and I thought maybe it was going to be the start of something, and it wasn't. Unfortunately, nothing has happened. I've also just been feeling really queasy. I haven't had an appetite. When my body feels hungry, I do eat because I need it, but I don't really have an appetite. Nothing sounds good. I just, like I said, generally just feel queasy pretty much all the time. And on top of that, I really don't feel hungry very much anymore either. Most of the time when I eat, it's more me making myself eat because I know I need to. It's not because I really want to. I really don't have any desire to eat pretty much anything. Fruit is the easiest thing for me to eat right now, but even that, half the time I really don't want. Really not fun. I have been fighting constipation. I was very constipated for probably 3 or 4 days. I was doing, walking and eating really high fiber foods and staying really hydrated, and none of that was working. And my midwife gave me the all clear to try an enema, and I tried that, secretly hoping it would kickstart labor too. And it didn't help with either. I was still constipated afterwards, and I did not have a baby. Finally, my last ditch effort of milk of magnesia and prune juice did the trick. Thank goodness. I do still have some constipation, but it's not like, it's more the normal pregnancy constipation that, I don't know, it's nothing extreme. It's just every once in a while I'll get a little bit constipated, but it's definitely not how it was for those few days. The baby finally is dropping really good. At my 38-week appointment, my fundal height was measuring 37 weeks, which is a good sign at this point. It means he is dropping. And then just a few days after that, he dropped even further. And I have no idea what my fundal height is right now, but that's great that he's dropping. That's indicative of him getting ready for labor. Now, because I'm a first-time mom, I've heard it's a little more common for babies to drop about a week before you go into labor, in which case he dropped a little bit about a week ago now, maybe a little less than a week ago, and he dropped significantly more probably 3 or 4 days ago. So we'll see if that means anything, if anything happens in just a couple of days. I did get my belly shot filmed earlier while there was better lighting, and that turned out decent. It didn't look out of focus from what I could tell. I'll go ahead and include that footage. I won't refilm that. So let me know if y'all are pregnant. Let me know how far along you are and how things are going. I'd love to hear, and hopefully it won't be too much longer before he comes, but I mean, I'll be 39 weeks in 2 days, so I could still have 2 more weeks after that. Anyway, I may or may not see y'all in a couple of days for my next update. We'll have to wait and see. Bye. Here's 38 weeks. There's the belly.